How you doing? Still at a business meeting with a client of mine, and we were discussing my sort of my work up to now, and my sort of journey being freelance and a consultant to a few people, including himself. And he gave me an interesting analogy on sort of the rise in business as a professional, in that I need to, if I want to be known out in the industry, as a good designer or a dependable person. I think a lot of people now want dependable people rather than, sometimes the best designers are really bad humans and not very dependable, because obviously the notoriety and the fame all goes to their heads. I don't know, I'm not there yet, so I don't really care. Not that I want to be there, I just want to be a good human. If I can colour in between, that's all good. And he said, if I want to be known as a good guy and dependable, I'm going to have to take on and I have to put up with the bad clients. And one of the big things that I wanted to maintain as a self-employed person, freelance designer, is that I get to choose my clients, and we all have a choice. And the money should never drive someone to the point where you're compromising yourself by working with a bad client. And as soon as you recognize that you are, you're involved with a bad client, you should immediately wrap up the work that you're doing and then get your money and duck, get out of there. Because I've done it, and I could have been a little bit more patient with them, or I could have, but it's not acceptable. And a lot of these people, the bad clients, get away with it. So his analogy is essentially, and obviously I don't prescribe to any of this because I'm not that type of person, and he's a little rough and ready, and he'll know who he is. And it's basically, if you want to be the guy that all the girls hang around with in the nightclub, you've got to be known as a good shagger. And to become a good shagger, you need to shag a few ugly girls to start the reputation and to get the word around. And then after, not too long, you'll be the guy that the girls want to hang around with. As I say, he said it a little bit more sort of, polished than I did, because it's not something that I sort of prescribe to. So, but yeah, thought I'd share that little tidbit, although I don't fully agree sometimes in the fact that we have a choice to choose. We have a choice in what clients we can choose. We don't have to take on the bad clients just because of the money. But because they're not the ones, the bad clients are not going to be the ones that are going to be singing your praises. If you do a good job for a bad client, 9 times out of 10, I'll say 1 time out of 100, they'll recommend you. But if you're doing a great job for a bad client, they're not going to recommend you, because if they recommend you, that means you're not going to be around to be doing any good work for them. A good client is someone that treats you right, pays you right, doesn't argue about doesn't downgrade your designability. They don't devalue the creative process, and they're the best kind of clients. And they don't necessarily you don't have to charge them the most, just as long as they're right and you can get on with them and you can communicate. And communication's such a big thing, and I'm sure I'll go into all this later on. Anyway, this was only a short bit. Subscribe if you care, or if you want to look at my face, and share if you feel that it's worthwhile sharing. Anyway, happy days. Bye.